I thought we played hard. We didn't play well. We turned the ball over too much. The keys to the game that we talked about before the game really hurt us. They hurt us in transition. They hurt us at the rim, and they hurt us in offensive rebounds. Conversely, we didn't make shots, which we had to do against them. We turned the ball over too much. And so, again, it's very simple. They executed their game plan. We didn't.
In that second half, you guys cut the lead to six, and then what kind of happened after that?
Yeah, that's kind of been a little bit of the story of our season. When you have an opportunity, you got to seize the moment, right? We're down six with a 3-on-1 fast break. We end up getting the shot block, and they end up coming down and getting a dunk. So it goes from possibly cutting it to four to them going up eight. So again, those swings are so important, so vital to take advantage of those situations because the whole momentum shifts. You know, we had the same thing last game, up 7, 3 straight turnovers, and again they end up with a dunk cutting it to 5. And so again, we have to learn to take advantage of those situations.
You said you didn't execute the game plan the right way this game. How do you plan to execute the game plan in your next game versus Wake Forest?
Well,
Also at home?
every game is different, right? Florida State presents so many challenges by the way they play defense, with their athleticism, the way they deny in the passing lanes. Wake Forest is a totally different team. Every game is entirely different. So, you know, we got to look at the film and get ready to come up with a game plan for Florida State on Saturday.
Bill, more about the half-court offense. Just what do you notice? You touched on the turnovers. What you kind of noticed in with the guys? The shot percent wasn't there, obviously.
Yeah, you know, it's very difficult when your depth leaves you, right? You know, against Florida State in the past, the teams that have had success against those guys have had point guards that really create because they take you out of your half-court offense by the way they guard. And you have some concepts you got to try to execute, and we tried to do that. But, you know, when Divine went down, that was really hurtful. Again, obviously Nigel's not here, and so, you know, really playing guys who've never played the point guard position at that point. Jalen Blackman's the first time he ever played, and we even had Austin Schwartz out there tonight playing point guard. So it makes it difficult. Again, give them the credit because they play very hard. And we had our chances. You know, we kept playing hard, but, again, they just took advantage of our mistakes.
Bill, I'm sorry I missed the beginning. What happened to Divine? And then also, when you guys cut it to 6, I mean, it was 56-50 with 10 minutes to go. What happened there, do you think, that allowed them to go on a 15-1?
Yeah, Divine is a left hip. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but he's out. Who knows when he'll be back. You know, 56-50, again, we had a fast break, opportunity 3-on-1. Didn't take advantage, and they came down and got a dunk, I think, or at least a layup. Yeah, so it goes from a chance to cut it to 4 with all the momentum going in our direction to them now going up 8. And that makes it very, very difficult when those swings happen. Those are the things that we have to kind of capitalize on. Those are the situations that we have to take advantage of.
Bill, we've talked so much about defensively, about what's been going on. I know there were probably moments you were pleased with in this game. Are you confident this team can still, I know you guys have been playing man a lot, something drastic as zone, is that out of the realm, or do you feel like this team can be better?
Well, I certainly think we got to keep working on our man-to-man defense and getting better. Zone is an option. We've worked on a zone. The problem with zone becomes rebounding. It's difficult to rebound out the zone, and that's one of our other issues. So you try to just kind of figure it out. There were times where we thought about going to zone. We didn't go to it tonight. You know, we did it up at Boston College, and of course they bang a 3 right away to kind of take the lead from 4-7. And so, you know, you question every decision you make. You know, after the game, during the game, before the game, you try to plan. But again, you just have, you got to see what happens on the court.
Coach, the three-point was falling all night, shooting 42% from behind the arc. Primarily, those shots were coming right in front of their own bench. Can we talk about perimeter defense, and is that going to be something that gets worked on in the future?
Yeah, it's a catch-22 for us. You got to be able to guard both. But one of the things that we had to do was guard the basket. You know, they weren't really throwing it to the rim on the pick and rolls, and guys were in the lane tagging. So they took advantage. They made a great adjustment and started skipping the ball over for threes. And a lot of the times those shots came with less than 5 seconds on the shot clock. So we're in kind of the red zone, we call it, and we just got to figure out a way to finish the play. That's the hardest part.
I want to ask about Jaleel Bethea. Can you just talk about his game? He was coming off good performance, and then, it was, I think, 0 for 6 or something.
Yeah, he's a freshman. I mean, he's a very talented player, but he still has a lot to learn. He's getting better. Again, one of the things for Jaleel, and he's worked on it, and he's gotten so much better, is controlling his emotions. I think the enormity of the game might got a little bit to him. It's hard for a young guy to come in this environment and, have back-to-back great games, but I think it's, the other guys have to play well also, right? And so he doesn't have to feel the pressure that he has to carry the load and do too much. He gets himself in trouble when he tries to do too much, and he might have been thinking, I got to do a little bit more tonight because the other guys aren't playing so well.
One more?
Who else do you expect to step up offensively? Lane Kidd and Matthew Thigpen got an early foul trouble, and the offense kind of stagnated. So who else do you want to see step up outside of somebody like Jaleel?
Shoot, everyone, right? I want to see Jalen Blackman make shots, Brandon Johnson make shots. I want to see all the guys do what they're capable of doing. You see it in practice every day. These guys are capable. But yeah, when you lose your two leading scorers, it hurts. The fouls in the first half, and that was unfortunate for us.
Coach, do you have a timeline on Nigel Pack's injury? When he's set to return?
I have no idea.
One more, yeah.
Coach, obviously, just not the season, anyone wanted or expected, just as, the new head coach of this team, motivation, how do you keep the guys pumped up, fired up the rest of the season?
Yeah, well, I think we've came out the last 3 games, been ready to play. We've had opportunities in the 2 games prior to this. We had leads that we kind of let get away. In this game, we came out a little sloppier, but we were certainly emotionally ready to play. But that's going to be key for us going forward. We have to continue to fight. I mean, nobody's feeling sorry for us. We've been good for so long. People are going to take their shots now. And we have to respond to that in the correct way and respond together. Not fall apart, not try to do it singly by yourself, but come together as a team. And that's what we intend on doing.